This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Welcome back to the channel, I'm Michael J, and I hope you read the title and are prepared because we are going to be looking through the first trailer for Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2. I can't believe it's actually here and we're not waiting anymore for Season 4 to come out. After 3 years, it's so weird to actually have it here. There will be spoilers, duh. We will be looking at the trailer for Volume 2 in slow motion, brightening up all the scenes, and seeing just what all we missed after our first time watching it. I am currently on the edge of my seat right now and will continue to be until July 1st when Volume 2 drops. Not only do Hop, Joyce, and Murray need to find a way back home, but if you haven't forgotten, Nancy is stuck in a trance by Vecna, and I'm not so sure anyone knows her favorite song. Except for maybe Steve, that is.
Ahoy, ladies! I didn't see you there. Would you guys like to set sail on this ocean of flavor with me? I'll be your captain. Oh, God.
If he starts singing to her to save her from Vecna, I might tear up. We've also got a really big showdown between 11 and current day Vecna coming up, not to mention the big question of who they're going to kill off this season. If you're new around here, welcome to the best Stranger Things channel on the planet. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, go down right now and hit that subscribe button and turn my post notifications on, because as of now, I have so many great Stranger Things videos I'm going to be making before Volume 2 drops that I want you here to be a part of the conversation. And I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I've been bothering YouTube about them turning off my comments for 6 months now. They disabled and deleted all my comments on 15 of my biggest Stranger Things videos, and they still won't help me. So if you want to talk about Stranger Things, we actually have a Stranger Things channel in the Discord that's been super active lately. I'll put a link in the comments or description. Come say hi after the video. I am so excited for this trailer. I honestly was not expecting it. I'm kind of expecting that they'll release at least one more final Volume 2 trailer before it releases, but there is still so much to break down in this trailer alone, and then at the end of the video, we're going to go over every single clip from the previous trailers that we haven't seen in Volume 1 yet. So all the footage from Volume 2 that we didn't know was Volume 2 when we first saw it. So make sure you watch until the end of the video. But the first scene starts off with 11 looking into this giant red portal from time and space that she just shoved Henry Creel into, not knowing that one day he would turn into Vecna. Not gonna lie, the CGI this season has been top tier. It really shows that they put the money just right back into the show. This shot looks so epic. And I don't know if you've seen any pictures of the actor that plays young 11, but she looks just like 11 without the CG. If they wanted to, they could have just let her play young 11 and not even gone to all the trouble of CGing her. But I'm curious, what did you think of CGI young 11? Tell me in the comments, because I think I'm going to make a video deep diving into it and why it worked and then sometimes it didn't work. And I think at this point, this is definitely the most 11's ever exhausted her powers. And then we get a shot of Brenner all bloodied up, woken up after he got that concussion from the door hitting him. Checking out the portal that is very close to being almost completely gone. This kind of looks like the cracks that were in the ceiling of Eddie Munson's house after Vecna took Chrissy. It looks like there'll be a little remnants of what happened still there, a scar from time and space, you could say. I wonder if this is what sparked Brenner to start doing all the tests on contacting someone from the other side. I wouldn't be surprised if this sparked his interest in the Upside Down, in this other world that he kept pushing 11 to reach. And then this shot here, honestly, I love it, but I can't see it, so I'm gonna brighten it up. Ah, would you look at that? Another shot of Nancy, Robin, and Steve after they've raided some arsenal of weapons, got suited up, and traveled back into the Upside Down. Although this doesn't look like they went in the same portal that they just got rescued out of at Eddie Munson's trailer. This looks completely different, almost like the entrance of the Creel house they're standing in. As we can see, Steve has his double-sided axe across his back, Nancy's got her shotgun, and Robin has a white flag ready to go in case they need to surrender or something. Nice, glad to see you're prepared, Robin. Oof, they're turning around like something is coming after them. They just heard a shrill or a screech or something from inside the house. Or maybe they just heard the clock. But what is this red flashing going on in the background? Something Upside Down related. Maybe that's where the portal is, where they came from? I'm curious to see how they get into the Upside Down from here, because as of now, we don't know any entrance or portal that's there. We know that Vecna's hideout and HQ is there, that's where he lives, but we don't know how you get back and forth, and how good of an idea it is to go into the Upside Down from here. Next, we see Hopper in Russia looking at some of their specimens, the monsters that they've put on ice, you could say. These look like they're still alive or being somewhat preserved. It looks like they have a Demogorgon here, and then in the back possibly a demo dog. I'm really excited to see more of this about the research that the Russians accumulated during season 3 when they were in Hawkins, and I'm curious how they transported it from Hawkins to Russia. I wouldn't be mad if they ended up using the same transportation to get Hop, Murray, and Joyce back to Hawkins. But I really hope they go into this more. I'm really curious if they're also going to awaken any of these beasts right before they leave, and they're just going to run rampant in Russia and go on a killing spree. Very excited for that. Next, we get a shot of Dustin back to back with Eddie, all suited up and geared up. It looks like he's got a shield, some camouflage, a knife on the end of a stick for both of them, and then this looks like they are in Eddie Munson's trailer in the Upside Down, possibly defending the door, keeping it open long enough for whoever's on their way back to make it back safely. And then we get another shot of Hop and Murray exploring the Russian prison camp. I can only imagine the relief Hop saw when Joyce walked in the room. That scene was so emotional. It was so quiet, but so strong. I really enjoyed the gravity of that scene. That made me so happy that something went right finally for these characters. But I can't wait to see them explore the Russian prison now that they're not prisoners anymore and they can just go wherever they want. And then in the next shot, it looks like the Russians have captured part of the Mind Flayer, like actual part of the dust particles that swirl to make him the Mind Flayer in the Upside Down. No idea how on earth they captured this. They were trying a while back in season 3 to open their own portal. I don't know if this means they were successful or they got this from their time in Hawkins. But it's kind of hard to explain what we're looking at here. It just looks like a mess of dust and flesh, like the Mind Flayer we've seen, but not as big, so maybe just a toe of the Mind Flayer? I'm curious how much studying they did of it versus how much possessing it did of them. And then this might be one of my most not anticipated scenes. I don't want Robin to die. And while I don't think she's going to die, as she's not in my top 5 characters for dying this season, she does look like she's in a lot of pain, trapped in a hard spot. Nancy's in the back trying to free her with the butt of her shotgun, and Steve is making use of that double-bladed axe that he brought. I don't know how Robin ended up here, but it does look like they're in the Creel house once again in the Upside Down. I'm excited to see how they make it out alive of this situation. Next, we get a clean shot of Hopper in a change of clothes running down the hallway with some kind of gun. I don't know if this is the flamethrower we saw from the first trailer, but new scenario, new clothes. I have no idea what this is. I think that this is, since it's close to the shot of him in the flamethrower we'll look at the end of the video, I think this means that he's going to be fighting some Demogorgons. Those ones on ice we just saw, they're going to get free somehow, and he's going to have to take the flamethrower and this gun and try to protect Joyce and Murray and kill the Demogorgons. Which, yes, please, more Demogorgons in Russia, thank you, and with Hop and a flamethrower, I'd be very happy. Next, we see Max in the Creel house, stuck in the Upside Down. This scares me the most. Out of everything we've got coming up, this is leading to the potential death of Max. Now, like I was saying in the last video, the Duffer Brothers really like to take characters that are a little closed off or quiet or bad characters and turn them good and make us like them and have emotional arcs throughout the season to get us really hyped and happy for them and emotional about them, and then kill them off at the end of the season. Look at Bob, look at Alexi, look at Billy. Max really opened up in episode 4, and that was such an emotional, traumatic ending to that episode that we all cried through. I really hope that they don't kill her off, as the gang could go on in season 5 without her, but I really don't want them to. I don't want to offer up Steve, but I really hope they don't take Max. Oh, and then if you look at this, we also have a sponsor for today's video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that literally has thousands of classes covering everything you could ever possibly want to learn. If you want to explore your creativity or learn some new skills or even invest in yourself with some personal growth, Skillshare is the best place to do it. When I learned how to use After Effects for the first time so I could edit my very first YouTube video, I sat down behind a friend and watched him use the program and took notes while he showed me what everything did. And that's exactly what Skillshare feels like. Just being able to sit down and watch someone do what you're trying to learn to do while they tell you what's going on in their mind and the tips they've learned over the years of doing it is so helpful in a creative sense. I started taking Gabrielle Piccolo's course called Character Illustration, and it's exactly the thing I've been looking for to help me get better at my character sketches. And that's one of my favorite things about Skillshare. There's so many things that I want to be able to do that I just don't know how to do yet. I can go on Skillshare and search for classes on how to cook better or how to take care of my plants or even how to start a YouTube channel. It's a world of knowledge at your fingertips, and with just a little curiosity and a hint of creativity, you can learn to do anything you put your mind to. And if you'd like to try out Skillshare today, go down and click the link in the description, and the first 1,000 people who use the link will get a full entire month free to take all the classes their heart desires. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video and aiding each of us on our curiosity voyage. Now, back to the video. Next is a shot of 11 exploding something in the desert after the shaved head and she gets her powers back. Look to the left. It's the helicopter. I forgot about this. Okay, so I actually noticed something while I was looking at this shot. I compared it to the first time we saw this shot at the end of the Welcome to California trailer, and it's different. I lined them up frame for frame, and they're completely different, and I'll show you at the end of the video. It's really interesting. Definitely near some heat, some fire probably. Can't wait to see how many Demogorgons they kill off. Robin, being the new one, needs to get her KD up. Everyone else has so many Demogorgons under their belt. Murray with an absolutely crazy laugh. If you can look closely, you can actually see the reflection of fire in his glasses. I wonder if this is him wielding the flamethrower and just letting a Demogorgon have it, just lighting him up. I think it is. I think this is the Russian prison and they're just doing a final stand type thing. They're having their showdown of their own at Russia. And then this is another moment that scares me. I don't know if he's looking at Max about to be killed by Vecna, or if Vecna has cornered Lucas in the Creel house. But either way, neither one is good. These shots are just too much for me. This one is interesting. Here we see 11. Let's brighten that up. In what looks to be a flashing light. And I hope this is her feet raising off the ground and not Max's about to die. But if this is her with the lighting, flashing, strobing in the attic of the Creel house, raising up because she's using all her power, fighting Vecna, this is just the showdown. That's like best case scenario. Worst case scenario, this has nothing to do with Vecna. She's just reaching out to open a portal or something. This is Max about to die, and this is Vecna about to kill Max. All of which have me terrified. I mean, it does look like he's in the Upside Down, probably in the attic of the Creel house, although it is very big. And this looks in the Upside Down of the Creel house too, with the wood planks. I don't know who is barefoot though. I don't know if those are socks or... I don't think Max is barefoot. If anyone would be barefoot, it would be 11. I think we've seen her barefoot more than anyone else this season just because she was a test subject. But it looks like they're wearing jeans, which Max wears a lot. So it's just like back and forth. Is it Max, is it not? We're just gonna have to wait and find out, but it still terrifies me. Honestly, very impressed with how much they showed. There was too much to see it when I first watched it, so I'm really glad that we went through and looked at it shot by shot, because I totally did not see Murray with the flamethrower, the differences between 11 and the helicopter crashes, even Hopper running through, about to kill a Demogorgon. A little scary to see Robin all tied up, and it's really cool that the Russians have part of the Mind Flayer. Don't know how they got that. But for all of the clips that we've seen in some trailer that we haven't seen in Volume 1, we're going to look at all of those now, because that's basically its own trailer for Volume 2 in itself. To start, we have one of the most anticipated scenes of the finale, which is the Upside Down concert. We can see Eddie here absolutely shredding his baby guitar, and it looks like there's someone else on the roof. Is that someone else? Is that someone hunched down right there on the top of his trailer with him? Yes, it is. Okay, look. Shoe, hand. Who is this though? This is no one I know. Are they holding a microphone? Oh, wait. This is Dustin. Look at the ear flap that he has. Okay, so let's go back to this. Look at this. Okay, so the ear flap with the band around the top of his head. Boom, same thing. That's Dustin. Okay, I didn't know if that was Dustin or if it was actually someone from Eddie's band, the kids in the garage, that the jock attacked when he was looking for Eddie. Okay, so it's cool that Dustin's with him, but also please don't die. I'd more so expect Eddie to die if Dustin wasn't with him, or maybe Dustin goes back through the portal in the ceiling and then Eddie stays here just to distract the monsters a little while longer so they can kill Vecna. I'm really curious how this is gonna play out. Here we get another shot of Dustin. It looks like Eddie in the background. It looks like they're inside. No, they could be on the roof. I can't really tell. I mean, this could be a table or it could be a generator on the roof. But they're happy about something, so that's always good to see. Next, this is a scene that I think everyone breezed over. This is 11, probably in the Creel house, it looks like, getting thrown back against the wall, most likely by Vecna. It looks like she's holding on to some kind of vine. Yeah, look, when she flies backwards, she grabs this vine right here. I don't know if it's some kind of rope or tether from the portal or something, but Could just be a wire in the house or something. Also, we've never seen this outfit before. And she is also wearing jeans. So if she's barefoot from that other shot, it could be 11 since she's got jeans on here in the upside down. Interesting choice of outfit for the final battle. Here, we also get a shot of Mike Wheeler's mom and younger sister absolutely terrified in their own house. I don't know if Vecna's going to start attacking civilians, just random people, or if there's going to be big explosions in the town that affect the people and they can hear what's going on or what. But I really hope nothing bad happens to them. Another terrifying Lucas shot. Absolutely scared of whatever he's looking at. It's worrying me more and more each time I see this that it's Max and he's watching her die, because that would probably be the saddest thing. With that song playing in the background, I would tear up so quick. Please don't let Max die. I really hope it's not Erica. Max and Erica are my two worries here. Definitely looks like in the attic of the Creel house though, so not good. And then look, this is the shot I was telling you guys about. The shot of the flamethrower we got in the teaser for Stranger Things season 4. It was like 30 seconds long and there was like 6 different shots, all a split second each, and we got this beauty. Hop with the flamethrower. We also saw it in the poster for the Russia Stranger Things poster in the snow, so I wonder if it'll eventually lead out back to the demo pit, the courtyard that he fought in. But yeah, this is the same outfit, definitely looking for a Demogorgon, and since we didn't see this in the first one after he escaped, this is going to be in volume 2. Since they're not prisoners anymore, this looks like they're fighting Demogorgons, probably the frozen ones, or the one that was in the pit that they closed up and left. Here we got another beautiful shot. This is so cool. There's just a straight on shot. Steve with the double axe and the flashlight, Nancy with her shotgun and a flashlight, and I can't believe Robin still doesn't have a weapon. I'm really curious what she'll have on her, but this is going to be awesome. I don't know what their objective is here. Maybe the attacking part of the upside down plan while Eddie does the distracting. And then we actually got this shot in 2 different trailers, but it was at 2 different lengths. So I spliced it up and added it together just so it's one continuous longer shot. Nothing really happens in here. They're just facing up against whatever they were going after. Nancy with the shotgun looks just so awesome. She gets more and more bad each season, if we're being honest. Here we get the same shot of Robin trying to be freed by Nancy and Steve. Please don't die. And then these shots, I totally forgot about these. We saw these in the Welcome to California trailer. We've got a bunch of guys outside of this door in the desert that leads down to the silo with Elle. We've got some Humvees, which are most likely the generals. And then we also got the helicopter in the background. I think we're going to see these shots in volume 2. Like I said, I could be wrong. I don't remember off the top of my head. This shot for sure we haven't seen. When the army or the government finds the silo and invades it, there's going to be a huge showdown there, and Ella's just going to go God mode, hopefully, and just destroy all of them. But this is what's coming after them. 4 Humvees, looks like a little truck on the back of this guy, and a helicopter. Helicopter, going to be no problem for Elle, and let me show you why. So this is the first shot that we got at the end of the Welcome to California trailer. This is the first shot. This is the second shot. Color grading is completely different, but do you notice anything else? Yes, they left the back of the helicopter in. This actually goes to show that it is the helicopter that we saw coming. That's what we suspected, but we just couldn't see it because it wasn't there before. Look, not there now. Also, the color grading really throws me off. I don't know why this one's so different. But we also get some shrapnel going through the air, and the Humvee gets lifted off the ground a little bit more. If you look closely at the dead guys in the bottom, they also added bullet holes to their body. Like, there's a bullet hole on this one, and this one. Like, that's a difference with blood coming out of it. Like, they were shot. Like, these are lab workers in the army, the government shot them. That's crazy. I didn't notice that. But I put them together just like the other scene, and we get one long extended clip. I love the helicopter fin still rotating in the background. It's so weird to see the difference between these 2 shots, just because it's so strong. The color grading, the shrapnel in the air, the bullet hole in the bodies, the helicopter, even the Humvee gets lifted off the ground differently. I thought that was just really cool. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back soon with another video, but until then, I will see you in the Discord. Peace.